Send Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is... That's me or you? That's your knee. That's not a microphone. Check 1, 2, motherfucker. But I'm starting over. Send Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate.
It was actually the camera that
We
time.
can't get our microphones right. But we are...
Top 5, no debating. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
So Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. Today we're doing top 5 least anticipated movies of 2023 because everyone does their most anticipated videos, and we have 10 for each of us. Those will be eyes somewhere in the video. So we're doing our top 10 least, and he's going to tell you how the top 10s work.
Well, this is top 5.
Top 5.
But he's going to start with his 5 and 4, and I'm going to give my 5 and 4. 3-2-3-2 that we trade off number ones. We also have something called the Zemeckis rule, which just means that we both have the same movie on our list, but one person has it 2 spots or higher. We'll say Zemeckis, and then we'll just talk about it once when we get to it on theirs.
Number 5 for me, because it's coming out so soon. It's coming out this week. Megan.
I'm going to say Zemeckis.
Okay. It's coming out so soon, I didn't want to put it higher.
Yeah.
But number 4 for me is going to be Cocaine Bear. Now, I almost was hesitant to put this on my list because it does feel self-aware.
Yeah. I'm
but
sure it is.
It's also probably going to be one of those movies that 16-year-olds go and see. And I'm going to have to see this shit everywhere because of it. And people are going to be like, oh, Cocaine Bear's a really good movie. When it's probably just a fine, okay movie. Or it's going to be really bad. I hope it's not, because it's Ray Liotta's last movie. And that'd be sad to end off on a stinker like that. And I also really like Ice Cube's son. He's a really good actor. So because of that, it might be a self-aware, funny comedy. But also, I can see this movie being very annoying or even bad.
Yeah, just because I want to talk about Cocaine Bear a little bit more, it's not on my list. I like that movies like Cocaine Bear exist. It makes me think of like I think Velocipaster is like a recent example I could use.
Gross.
Or like Sharknado, like how huge it was when it came out. Like, yeah, they're bad, but like movies like that, like, they're just so stupid. Like, I don't watch them. I don't care about that stuff. But they're like, I just like that they exist.
Why? I
don't even know that I can explain it. I just like that something so ridiculous can come out that it actually, like, ends up trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and like, yeah, if anybody's out there trying to say that it was a good movie, yeah, you're dumb. Like, get out of here. But in terms of just, like, complete and total chaos, like the fact that that movie got made is like the fact that I've said this before, the fact that any movie gets made is a miracle, because making movies is in fact really, really hard and very expensive. So the fact that that movie got made is like hilarious to me, and it feels kind of just like a spit in the face of like the status quo. And I love that.
I mean, it's based on a true story, which is like the craziest part about it.
Right.
But it's like, those movies don't go to cinema. Like, nobody...
This one is.
AMC didn't have a fucking poster in front of the building of Velociraptor.
Whatever
you said.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sequel.
Yeah.
He's rapping.
Velociraptor, yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, that did crack me up. I went to see the whale today, and I walked in the atrium, and there's a big poster for Cocaine Bear. I was like, that's going in theaters?
Yeah.
What the heck?
So, like, that's one reason why I'm like, why isn't this a Netflix movie?
Yeah, or even like Human Centipede, or like these movies that are just like, it's nothing but an odd spectacle.
Yeah.
I like that those exist, but...
I mean, I'm not mad at them, but when they go to theaters and I have to sit to review this movie this year, I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you're number 5?
Alright, so a little preface about my list. Honestly, I don't really feel like I'm not anticipating any of these movies any more than I am the other ones. So the fact that I have these ranked is a really, really soft ranking, which is why Megan got Zemeckis, because I guess I technically have to have them in some order for this to work the way that it's supposed to work. And it just, the order got written the way it did. Anyways, my number 5.
Hold on. So you telling me there's still some movies and some trailers for next year that you didn't hear about or watch a trailer for and didn't roll your eyes?
No. I didn't know how to word it without like having a bunch of double negatives.
Okay.
I am absolutely not anticipating any of the movies that are on my list.
Okay.
I just don't have that strong of a feeling about like one of them that much more than the others.
Okay, I got
Does that make more
I
sense?
gotcha.
So like these are more so just 5 movies that I'm not anticipating versus this is the undisputed least anticipated movie for me.
Okay.
This is the second. This is the third. So, but I have to have them in order or else the Zemeckis thing doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so what I have written down as number 5 is every single superhero movie
Zemeckis.
except for the new Spider-Verse movie.
Zemeckis.
Okay.
And I literally wrote every single superhero movie.
I also literally wrote every superhero movie. And then I remember that I am actually quite excited.
It was always one.
Yeah.
2022 it was Batman.
Right.
2021 was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We're going back to Spider-Man, and then next year we're going back to Batman.
Right, yeah.
So you always have that one that you look out for.
Okay, so my number 4, this live action Little Mermaid joint.
You're a fucking racist.
I'm not.
I'm just fucking with you.
All these live action Disney things are fucking stupid. Like, to me, the best one so far has been Aladdin, and it was still like just super mid. And yeah, I'm tired of it. I don't understand. I'd have to go back and look, but it's like Dumbo flopped, Pinocchio,
Like his ears.
Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio flopped.
It didn't really flop. It didn't have good reviews. They didn't go to
It
the
didn't-
theater to make any money.
I know,
So it
but
couldn't
like,
flop.
but they still like
They were scared.
they're still making money off these things in some way, shape, or form, right? So it's like they're not good. Like the live action Lion King, other than the 2 new songs they added, was the exact same movie. It wasn't even live action. It's still animated. The whole thing is CGI. Like even the environment, the only shot in that movie that is actually live action is the very beginning shots of like the Sahara. Everything after that is digital. That is not live action, and they took all the color out of it. So like, I'm just really sick of this whole live action Disney bit. The only ones that have been successful are the ones that aren't actually remakes. Cruella was very good. It's an excellent example of Disney doing something live action. I'm not saying people should stay away from, sorry about that, doing Disney stuff, period, because, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Guillermo del Toro's, GDT's Pinocchio, incredible. But, you know what? Pinocchio wasn't originally a Disney thing. That's not even a Disney movie. It's not even a remake of a Disney movie. It literally is based off this like serialized like short stories that this Italian guy wrote about this stuff back in the day. So like, I'm just tired of the Disney stuff. Just tired of it. So that's my number 4.
What else?
Number 3 for me is Rebel Moon. And this is one where I saw it was coming out and I saw who was directing it.
Who's directing?
And I just gave a big ol'
Michael Bay.
No.
Zack Snyder.
Oh.
Which means I'm going to have to see on every social media platform I use to share Cinetopical videos how great of a director Michael Bay is. And not Michael Bay. Zack, what's this fucker's name?
Snyder?
Yeah, Zack Snyder. How great of a director Zack Snyder is. And he's not a good director. He's really fucking not.
Anthony Hopkins is in this movie.
So?
My left nut could be in that movie and I wouldn't go and see it.
The Dread Pirate Roberts is in this movie.
I still don't care. It's going to be some fucking shit that would have been cool when I was 13 years old. And
yeah, that's probably
it's
true.
not going to be fucking... People are just going to overhype this movie so fucking much. And I can already see that.
Zack Snyder has, like, a legit, like, hardcore following.
He's a cult following.
Yeah, people are nuts about that dude.
And people already don't like fucking... I can't remember nobody's name today. The Suicide Squad director. Guardians of the Galaxy. What's
James
his name?
Gunn?
James Gunn. You done got rid of Henry Cavill, and now he probably won't be in The Witcher, so people are mad at him. The Rock don't like him. He said, Black Adam, get the hell out of here. He's rebooting everything. And people will be like, oh, Zack Snyder sucks. I mean, not Zack. Yeah, Zack Snyder does suck. James Gunn sucks. Bring back the Snyderverse. That's what I'm going to get when this movie comes out.
Yeah, there will be a lot of that, probably.
And my eyes are going to be in the back of my head like I'm the fucking Undertaker because I'm going to roll him so much I'll get stuck. Number 2, speaking of the Undertaker, this movie has Batista in it. They used to fight a lot on SmackDown. It's Knock at the Cabin, M. Night Shyamalan, Ding Dong.
That's my number 2.
So, this movie wouldn't have been so high on my list if it wasn't for that last trailer they came out with. Because the first trailer, it's like, alright, this is going to be in the back of my mind the whole time I watch this movie. Are they bullshitting us? Or are they just crazy people killing motherfuckers?
And it's a Shyamalan movie, so that is the point.
This last trailer, it's like, oh, we're showing all these natural disasters on TV. You don't believe us? We're going to turn on a TV and show you all this shit's actually happening. The world is burning down. Seas are crashing into islands, drowning people and shit. And guess what? It'd probably just be some cocksucker on a computer, honestly. Like, here, some videos put on their computer. Like, fucking Ron Weasley's doing magic to make that shit, airdropping that shit on the fucking TV screen or some shit. It's going to have a stupid-ass ending. It already lost a mystery for me. Honestly, the trailer lost me when I saw the fucking Superman and Wu-Tang tattoo on Dave Bautista's fingers when he went to shake the little girl's hand. Because it's like, alright, now I really... You're the fucking Twitch guy still from Knives Out 2. Like, I don't want to see this movie. I'm not looking forward to it. And I'm not saying any of these movies on my list are going to be bad movies.
That's fair.
It's just that I, so far, don't want to see them. And with his track record, I don't want to see it. You fucked up Glass. And that was supposed to be a great fucking movie.
He fucked up The Last Airbender, too.
I never got that.
I understand that, but that, like, for people who really love that shit, which, like, me and plenty of other people really love that shit, fucking that up was, like, nah, like, you're done for me.
It could have been worse. You could have had your cabbages fucked up.
What was his last year? Old? Was that what it was called?
Old.
Yeah.
What a shitty movie, too.
The beach movie?
Yeah, what a bad movie. So, that's my number 2.
Yeah. I feel everything that you just said. I don't trust Shyamalan to make a good movie anymore. And here's the thing. Movies with twists are great when they are done right. But when every movie you make has this, like, twist to it, then it just becomes like a shtick, right? And it's like, now anytime you come out with a movie, people are going to know it's coming. They may not know what it is, but we know it's coming. And he has made some that have not been good lately. In fact, what was the last good movie Shyamalan made? Yeah. I think you're right. And, like, that was 2016?
Yes.
Yeah. And so that was 6 years ago. Well, 7 years ago now. So it's been 7 years since this guy's made a good movie. He has made not good movies before that. He's made some pretty mid movies. I just don't trust Shyamalan to make a good movie. I hope this is his bounce back.
Probably not.
And the number 1 was the Zemeckis for earlier. It was superhero movies in general. You're redoing the DC, so all those movies I really don't care about, except for The Flash, and that's only because I want to see Michael Keaton. And you didn't get rid of the fucking... Hopefully, they will put Batgirl back in theaters because of how good The Well was, and you're like, you know what, Brandon Fraser, you were the bad guy in this movie. People are going to see it for your name value a little bit too, and it's a superhero movie, and Keaton's going to be in it. Put it on HBO Max. Hopefully that'll come out, but I doubt it's coming out. Blue Beetle, you're literally redoing the whole thing. So why is Blue Beetle still coming out?
Because they gotta try to make some money off of what they did already.
Yeah,
that's the
like-
only reason.
Well, if that's the case, you have Batgirl finished. Why not put it out? Well, Blue Beetle.
Because it costs money for distribution. And they probably already got all the distribution set up for Blue Beetle. But
Oh, fuck Blue Beetle.
yeah.
But also, because I watched Young Justice after we did that video of the... That shit, the last 2 seasons are fucking ass.
Really?
They're fucking awful.
That's... Well, that's one thing where it's like, I think that you and me are pretty much on the same page for, so I appreciate you telling me that, because
Yeah,
now I
I'm
probably just
so
won't
upset.
waste my time. Yeah.
So upset. So, I watched them all. So the first few seasons are still so good. They hold up so well. It's like a 10 out of 10 and like a 2 out of 10 and then a 1 out of 10. It's so bad. But anyways, so the DC, anything that's coming out of DC, I'm not looking forward to. Joker, ugh, get that shit the fuck out of here. I don't want to see Joker 2. Because all this shit's not...
Is that this year?
I believe so. Or next year. I don't know. But none of that shit's going to be canon anyways. And then James Gunn is just going to be in hot water because it's like the one Mexican superhero we now have, you're getting rid of because he probably won't fit in your vision of DC going forward. So I'm going to have to hear about all that fucking backlash. And then Marvel, y'all motherfuckers ain't got nobody. You ain't got no Captain America, no Iron Man. Black Widow, she could have been really cool, but you fucked up that movie. So, and Krang,
Well, she's also dead now.
yeah, no one's really dead. Kang the Conqueror, I don't care about his character, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the MCU is like, it's so big now, right? And like everything is interconnected. So like, maybe you can watch the movies and not need to have seen the TV shows and still mostly pick up what's going on. But like, as someone who consumes an enormous amount of media because he just genuinely enjoys it, like, I'm just so burnt out on the MCU. Like, I don't... Like, if you are... It's like you have to pick. You either almost just watch nothing but Marvel shit and spend your time doing that, or you watch everything else. Because I got too much other shit in my life to do than to do all of it. So I'm basically just at a point to where, like, I can either have all the superhero shit or I can have all the other movies. And I'm going to take all the other movies all day. Like, every single time, that is what I'm going to choose. For people that are huge comic book fans, I'm so happy for you guys. Like, the past, like, almost 20 years at this point have just been your time to shine, and it keeps growing, and it keeps being successful, and it keeps making money. And I could definitely go into a tangent about how I do think that ultimately all of this has been bad for movies in general. I'm still stoked for you guys. Like, I genuinely am. It's just like, there's just too much of it for me as someone who is a fan of movies and not just superhero movies. So I'm just kind of done. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, DC's just a mess. Like, it's just a hot mess. Everybody knows it's a mess. They fucked up from the beginning, and, you know, I hope, like, again, for people who are huge DC fans, whether you are excited about the James Gunn stuff or not excited about the James Gunn stuff, I genuinely hope that he straightens it out and you get something that is genuinely enjoyable and comprehensible and actually makes sense and is good. I just will not be enjoying it with you. I hope it works out.
Yeah. Like, my biggest gripe about that shit is... I've said this a bunch on this list. They're made for 13-year-olds and 16-year-olds. That little age gap, that's who these movies are, like, really made for, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not well made enough to give you that third act where you're just glued to your seat and you're like, blank superhero, blank name in the title is going to die. Where, like, something like John Wick might die in 4. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in that movie. Other movies like that where you're just on the edge of your seat and you're like, what's going to happen next? You don't get that in superhero movies. There was not a minute where I was like, Black Adam might lose.
Yeah.
There wasn't a second in that movie where I was like, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
So because of that, there's just not for me.
Yeah.
But those are the top 30.
Yeah.
Because it was superhero movies. We top 30.
Yeah. Well, because you technically skipped it, even though we don't really need to talk about it. My number 1 was the Zemeckis from before, which is Megan.
Oh, shit. I thought it was superhero movies.
No, that was my number 2.
Yeah. Oh, my God. What a cringe fest that trailer was.
Yeah. Also, you know what I'm tired of, man? I am so sick of, AI is going to evolve and it's going to be a danger to humanity and take over the world.
It is.
No, it's fucking not.
I think it will.
No, that is... I'm so tired of that.
You seen them dogs?
It's like, like the Boston robotics team. And,
yeah, that shit's scary, dude.
It's
Fuck
not that
thing.
scary to me. I don't have a problem
Blow
with
them
that.
up.
Like, you know what kills all that? A well-timed and well-placed EMP, which we have plenty of. And yeah, it would suck because it's going to kill all the electronics and we'll have to figure out a bunch of shit after that. But you know what's not going to happen? AI taking over the world. Like, that shit's just not going to happen. Like, there are plenty of other ways that the world could possibly end. That is not going to be one of them. Like, I'm just... And even if it is possible, there's just too many fucking movies about that shit. I'm tired of that being a topic that we explore in film. It is overexplored. We get it. Humans are too ambitious with technology. We try to do too much. We try to play God. We tried to play God with ourselves, and it either just didn't work or it became illegal or unethical to do it. So now we have to do it with technology because some people just can't accept their own humanity and have to be bigger than they actually are. Just stop making movies about it. They are not interesting. And she looks creepy as shit.
See, that's why I watch porn, not on Pornhub. So there's always web viruses around me in case it does happen. They can just attack them. But what you said at the end, I don't even think that movie's going for. I don't think that movie has a message. I literally think the motherfuckers were like, I really like Chucky. What if Chucky was Andy's friend and they just killed people?
But
Like,
you know what?
I don't think it has like a real message in there.
If the story was... I would almost have rather them like completely copied Chucky then and being like, yep, another serial killer died and their soul possessed this thing.
Well, the newest Chucky, the remake, is a robot. The TV show is kind of like Megan, actually. But why'd you have to have that motherfucker dance? I saw them
Doing
dancing.
fucking TikTok dances.
I saw them doing TikTok dances, and I was like,
No! No, no, no!
gross.
Yeah.
Did not need to be in there. But that's how bad Megan looks. We forgot to even talk about it. This guy wasn't here. We'd have been in. You would have seen the end screen, watch these other videos, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But that's the top 5 least anticipated movies of 2023. Tell us your least anticipated in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.